I got caught. To all of our local, regional and international listeners and viewers, thank you so much for choosing us. A very warm welcome to another edition of the program Conversations with Zelisa. To all those of you listening to us on the new U975 FM Multicultural Radio, to all those of you looking at us on Synergy TV, on the Caribbean Showtime Television in Canada, YouTube and Facebook, thank you so much for choosing us. I am Zelisa Budusing Rupani, humbly inviting you to sit back, relax, enjoy, absorb. It's Friday. And, I just want to wish each and every one of you a beautiful, blessed day today. Directing and in master control, Akua George, we'd like to wish each and every one a beautiful day. Let's quickly go to our quote for today, Akua. Life has no remote. Get up and change it yourself. Oh, I love this. You need to get up and do it. Don't expect anyone to do it for you, or you could take, with the click of a finger, things can change. Life has no remote. Get up and change it yourself. That came to us with the kind compliments of ZMB Communications Limited. It's Friday, the 17th of February, 2023. It's Carnival Friday. And of course, it's the eve as well as Maha Shivratri, all right? If you guys are celebrating a birthday, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you and yours. That's someone special. I want to say good morning to the management and staff, first of all, of OATS, and that is Optimal Alternative Treatment Solution Limited. They are located LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupé, opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers are 354-4459, 4977226. And of course, to the management and staff of Master Eric, good morning and a great day. Let's say Sitaram, Namaste, Assalamu Alaikum, Sairam, and a very warm welcome to Master Eric.
Well, thank you, Zelisa. And also, Sitaram, Assalamu Alaikum, Sairam, and good morning, everyone. Easy sailing down that road today.
I know. I just enjoy that.
Except for when I came from San Fernando this morning, but from Cunupia up,
yeah,
nice.
Excellent.
And Zelisa, I want to say, I missed last week, and I'm sorry for that. But I want to say to everyone, I hope you had a great Valentine's Day. And I hope you understand that it shouldn't just be one day that we actually treat our spouse decent. Because most families right now, they're quarreling. It should be every day.
Yes.
Every day you should treat your spouse that way and show them some love. Not just with flowers. But this year, I had a couple flower places tell me that their sales were way low.
Really?
Yeah, because people would rather play carnival, than buy their spouse something. But that's their choice.
Yeah.
And then this week also, Shivatri.
I know.
This is one period that I love.
I know.
We've been doing the invitational howans. A lot of people don't know about those, but when you do prayers, you're supposed to do the invitational howans prior of inviting the deity to the puja.
Right.
On that specified day.
Right.
And so we've been doing readings every night and doing the howans, and it's just been fantastic.
I know.
The response I'm getting from the people, the questions we're getting from the people, and they said they've never heard, and so I referenced it, and I'm bringing out the scriptures and I'm referencing it, and they said, but they've never been told.
One of the things I admire with you, apart from your years of experience, but your wealth of knowledge, you're well researched. One of the things you don't compromise is information.
Correct.
And so what I love about you is the fact that you bring things, you enlighten us, but a different perspective, to open your mind to seeing things and absorbing things and doing things perhaps the right way, that breaking out of the norm.
Right. When I did it last year, now next year, we're going to have a big one. So we talked about it before. So we're going to have a big one where 1,000 people can come easy. 300 people can park in the parking lot. It's all secured. But what I'm wanting to do and what we did was the little things that go along with Lord Shiva and all the other deities is not being done. And the people don't know. So it doesn't go against the people.
Right.
It goes against the spiritual leaders.
Correct. Sharing that information.
Share the information. Get into the nitty gritty. This is what the people are yearning for, is information. And, you know, so since we've been going over this, they're starting to understand. You break down what they call the stories, the writings, and you break it down to actually make sense to the people listening. And how does that correspond with their life?
Right.
And what they're going through?
Their day-to-day activities.
Every story and every writing and every chapter has a meaning of moral ethics and rules.
Correct. There is a lesson to be learned.
Correct.
Yeah.
So this is what we've been going through for the first 4 nights.
And then your plan for tomorrow is?
Tomorrow is the big puja. So when I say big, it's big. The Beatty is 12 feet wide.
Wow.
And you'll see why if you come down. And for Lord Shiva, that puja is 6 hours long, non-stop. And a lot of people say, but how? But the thing is, if you follow all the ancient scriptures, it takes 6 hours.
Yeah.
But the people say it seems like 2.
Yeah.
You know, but we got a lot of people coming tomorrow. But next year I'll go public with it.
Very nice. And I'm sure your loyal viewers and listeners will certainly embrace and take advantage of that opportunity to have the experience, to see that.
Well, let me add one more thing. Last year, Shivatri, I had pundits come, and they were listening to me do the readings.
I remember that.
And the howling.
Yes, I remember that.
And afterwards, they were amazed, not at just the content.
Yeah.
But they said they have never seen in a temple a Muslim doing howling and a Christian.
Yeah.
And I said, why not?
Isn't that breaking barriers?
You break the barriers.
Learning to respect and have that admiration and respect.
It doesn't
for each
mean
other.
you have to do that,
No.
like believe in it, but they wanted to participate.
But what's nice is that you don't limit yourself as an individual. You have an open mind.
Correct.
And a different perspective to embracing and respecting all.
Correct. You know, so this year we're going to break the barriers again. Next year you're going to see a huge break.
Nice.
Okay.
And it's nice to know that, you know, you have that admiration and love for Lord Shiv. I know you personally.
Yeah.
You love Lord Shiv. You have a great love for Lord Shiv. You speak of Lord Shiv so highly. You know, in many conversations we would have out of this conversation, I would always observe the love and admiration you have for Lord Shiv.
Oh, most definitely. You know, and a lot of people say, but how could you do that if you're a Christian or that you're a minister? Well, you know, if Jesus Christ, when he was walking, he never discriminated against no one.
No.
You open your arms. That's how you witness. You don't witness by condemning people.
Right.
And, you know, a lot of people don't understand that. But that's how Lord Shiva is. That's how Jesus was. That's how Buddha was. You take all the key figures in history, and they never condemned anybody. They welcomed them. And that's how you lead by example.
Yeah. And that's what we are taught. To love each other, to embrace each other, to respect each other, you know, beliefs. Who are we to judge? Who are we to point fingers?
But people do.
People do.
And, you know, just turn on your TV on a Sunday morning. You're going to hear it over and over and over and over. You know, and that's not witnessing. That's judging and condemning.
You know, I'll say this. Shivratri, Mahashivratri normally falls within the time
Of carnival.
Most every year it's predicted it falls
Correct.
within that time. And what saddens me is that there are people that would do puja, and straight after puja they would go and partake of carnival. Or you follow what I'm saying, consume alcohol in a matter of hours.
Well,
And partake of, and again that's their choice.
Bingo.
But isn't that,
That's
yeah,
their
choice.
the only thing, when I was taught by my guru, he stated, when you go to do something, whether you're a Christian, Muslim, or Hindu, your whole attention has to be on God. You can't be standing in line waiting to make your offering at a temple thinking, oh God, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I need to make this fat. You're defeating the purpose, right? You need to give your whole heart into whatever you do. But that's their choice, and maybe it's not their time. That's how I look at it. Everybody's time to get serious in a belief is different.
Okay.
You know, so look how I turned out, right? And I'm not perfect by no means, but when I was 13, my oldest brother was really religious, and I was 13 and I didn't accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior yet.
And you were going to church. I mean, you guys
I was going to
grew up
church
in
every
church,
Sunday
yeah.
and then Sunday school.
Religiously, yeah.
Right? But in my heart, I wasn't ready. But he took me home and he said, brother, I love you, but you need to accept him or you're going to hell.
Your brother said this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I looked at him and I said, I guess I'll see you there. Because the Bible says thou shalt not judge.
Ah.
At 13.
You were sassy.
So, not sassy, but what I'm saying, everybody's time is different.
Different, you have a reason.
And a
purpose
person
and a
should
different
do
time.
it when they really feel that yearning and love to make that connection and that commitment. It's a commitment.
That's very true. It is a commitment.
It's not just to do because people tell you to do. And when I did do it, then it was right for me. And so when people do things, Zelisa, we can't look down on them. It may not be their time yet.
See, we always learn how to deal and cope and how to always understand, to look at things in a different perspective.
Right.
I like that about you. Our program this morning coming to us with the kind compliments of the kind folks of Oats Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. So when you want to get that health scan that will give you some insight into what's happening in your body, remember to give them a call. They are located LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupé, opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando, and their telephone contact numbers are 354-4459 497-7226 497-7226. Let's go to these messages. When we return, we continue our conversation with Master Eric. Stay with us.
The Untold Truth, every Friday at 6 p.m. The journey has just begun with Master Eric. Zelisa. A new kind of podcast getting to the root of hidden knowledge. You can join us on Facebook, Conversations with Zelisa, TT, and YouTube, Master Eric. Your journey has just begun.
Super quality supermarket, best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Hoover Car Park, Hoover, 98 Endeavour Road, Chaguanas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super quality supermarket.
Sharma's Supermarket, quality goods and service at quality prices. Located number 90 New Colonial Road, Barrackpore. Telephone 654-3264. Sharma's Supermarket.
Visit Agri Savers Limited, number 19 Orange Grove Trace, St. Augustine, for all your agriculture, livestock, pet, agri-equipment, hydroponics, cannabis, fishing tackle supplies, and much more. Open Monday to Friday 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Contact 473-6074, 663-1094. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
The Sri Dattatreya Yoga Center invites you to join with them on Tuesday, February 21st for Hanuman Day of Prayer. Sri Hanuman Chalisa chanting will be conducted by various leading pundits and artists from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This will be followed by 108 Sri Hanuman Pujas with officiating Pandit Sunil Sitahal Maharaj from 4 to 6 p.m. You're invited to call and pledge a Sri Hanuman Chalisa. You can also pre-register to be one of 108 persons to participate in Sri Hanuman Puja at the feet of the magnificent 85-foot Karya Siddhi Hanuman Murthy. The evening culminates with a special bhajan presentation by Nibal Chetlal and friends from 6 to 7 p.m. To pledge a Sri Hanuman Chalisa or to register for Hanumanji Puja, call 362-9505, 312-8953 or 794-0056. Come join hundreds of devotees for this monumental event. All proceeds go toward Hanuman Murthy restoration. The Hanuman Day of Prayer, Tuesday, February 21st at the Sri Dattatreya Yoga Center, home of the 85-foot Hanuman Murthy. This from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Jai Guru Datta.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa. To all of our listeners on the new 975 FM Multicultural Radio, all of our viewers on Synergy TV and Caribbean Showtime Television in Canada, and all of our viewers on YouTube and Facebook, please like it and share it. It's great information. Our program coming to us with the kind compliments, the kind folks at OATS, and that is Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions. What is this? It's where you can take a scan of your body and find out what's happening internally, health-wise. And of course, they are located LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupere and opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers are 354-4459, 497-7226. Let me repeat the numbers for those on radio, and that is 354-4459 and 497-7226. So reminding you, you can make an appointment to meet one-on-one with Master Eric in terms of spirituality. And when it comes to your health, there's no compromise, because this body scan now can tell you exactly what's happening, and they work hand in hand. So it's a win-win situation.
You know, Zelisa,
Yes?
you know, we're getting people this week. I had people coming in from France, and I need to say hello. I told them I'd give them a shout out. You know, but lovely ladies, you know, and they're coming in from everywhere. Why? Because you know how women's hair starts to drop?
Yeah.
Well, even in the scan, we're scanning down to the hair cuticle and telling you why.
Yeah.
You know, but the cancer is the main thing we're working on now.
A lot of people are coming for that.
Cancer and different type of tumors.
Yeah.
You know, and then when they're diagnosed with kidney failure, we're actually showing them exactly where and how it can be mended. And we're having great success.
Yeah.
But I want to touch on a few subjects today.
Sure.
Valentine's was here, but I couldn't come the Friday before. To you, what What is Valentine's?
Well, we've been told, and we've lived over the years at Valentine's, it's supposed to be a day of love where you designate to spend some quality time with your loved one,
Right.
exchange gifts, have dinner, recognize the love. And I think it's just beyond that. It's not just about your partners, but it's about Valentine with your parents. You could give them some chocolates, your friends, your family members, your children. My daughter and I had dinner, and we exchanged gifts. She made me a beautiful card. I bought,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
But I want to look at it. Is it a day that people have to do something?
I don't think it's necessary. The big frills that goes with it.
No,
there's
but
a
what
lot
I'm
of fun
saying,
that goes into it.
a lot, remember, I see a lot of couples,
You do.
and they say really the only day they're treated decent is their birthday, anniversary, Christmas, and Valentine's Day.
Okay.
And then it goes back to the same old routine. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about women.
Sure.
And I want to show Trinidad and Tobago and the world how important a woman is. Even in spirituality, they took a second place for many years. And they
True.
shouldn't have.
Very true.
The reason I'm saying that, in the old ancient scriptures, it makes a statement, Zelisa, that every woman is the essence of creation.
Very nice.
Because you're able to have children.
Yeah.
Women nurture. Women protect. How many hats does a woman wear a day?
So many.
But are
So many.
right,
Women are
but
just
are
not
women actually
recognized for how much they do.
genuinely appreciated
I don't think so.
for what they do?
I don't think so.
Like in Hinduism, you have Mother Durga and she has the discus. Well, that has many different meanings.
It does.
But one of the meanings is that everything revolves around her. Every woman has mother in her. Everything in that house revolves around her. Cleaning, cooking, even if they have their own full-time job, getting the kids ready to school, making their lunch, cooking breakfast, laundry, shopping. You start naming everything a woman does per day, it would exhaust any one of us men. Now, there are men that actually do the household role.
And there are men
Right.
who also are really very good husbands and
Correct.
fathers, and they share the duty and responsibilities. So I want to applaud men like that, because
Exactly.
yeah, that is a big help.
But what I'm trying to show, and I even said it in some of my readings, is what would this world be like? I want all the men listening. What would the world be like if all women disappeared?
I tell you,
Oh my God.
chaos,
I'm telling you,
disaster.
because you've seen my wife, and she's the backbone of everything.
That's very true.
And that's every household, every woman out here.
Now,
I want to
allow me
applaud
say-
you.
Allow me to say this. I always admire the way you applaud and thank your wife. You don't just applaud her, but you thank her as well. And I think that is extremely important. Perhaps that is what gives her the drive and motivation, that she feels appreciated and she knows what she's doing well. It's not just I'm doing it for doing its sake. I'm being appreciated. And I feel that every partner should be able to appreciate and respect what their wife or girlfriend or mother or is doing for them in their life. And not many men do that. They take it for granted. That's your job.
Well, it's so easy to take things for granted. The next thing that I've seen talking to many couples is Women, I have to applaud women again. Women are observant. And they learn their man. They learn their likes, their dislikes, the food they like, their moods. What are their routines? But when you ask the husband, 80% don't know. So I'll give you a joke. The first time when me and my wife got together, she come, I was living in like a bachelor apartment, right? And I only had one pan, one cup, you know. She opened up the fridge, there's nothing in there but, you know, colored water and ketchup. But when we went through, she said, I need to go to the store, I'm going to stock up the fridge. So as she's putting everything in place, I come with my phone and I took pictures of each door, each shelf. She goes, what are you doing? I said, so I'll know where to put it back, where you put it. Showing her that, you know, I'm going to support her and I'll try not to mess up the fridge.
Yeah.
But it's respect. You got to have respect for the person you're with. And I'm not seeing that anymore.
No, you don't
okay.
see it.
And then
total breakdown in respect in society, and total disrespect with regards to men being unfaithful and being...
It works both ways.
Well, yes, it does. You know, somebody's sending a message here. I'm so glad to hear there are caring and compassionate men out there and a cry face. And it just shows that there are women out there still yearning and seeking that care and love, affection and respect from their partners.
But the biggest
so you're
thing...
correct. It's not happening anymore.
But the biggest thing I see, Zelisa, with couples is the communication breaks down. And that's the start of a disaster. If you're not willing to hear your spouse, or you don't care what your spouse, because a lot of men, they think their spouse is nagging them, but they're not. They want to be heard. They're wanting to express what's going on. And if he doesn't, or she, it could work either way, doesn't take that time to listen, bet your bottom dollar somebody on the outside is going to listen.
Marriage and a relationship is always work in progress, because two people are coming from two different homes, two different cultures, two different backgrounds, two different upbringing to formulate and come together to form your own. So you create your own in that home.
And there's going to be ups and down times.
Ups and downs, and you'll have differences.
But the communication
is the key.
Critical.
In understanding how do we build our own and move forward, and it's not my way or it's not your way, it's our way, and respecting that as well.
So this is why we're going to have the course coming up, What Leads to Divorce. And that's a 2-day course, and it's very thorough, because I'm seeing, Zelisa, that when I went on vacation, now me and my wife, when we go on vacation, we say, okay, all phones go in the safe in the room. We're spending time together. But we're watching people get married, because it's a resort on another island. And we're watching, we're like, wow. The next morning, Zelisa, they're by the pool, not talking, and they're texting everybody else. And then I saw them at the dinner table, not talking, but texting each other.
Yeah.
Why? You know, we need to spend quality time with the one we love. We need to understand when they're going through something, try to help them.
Yeah.
Listen to them. All it is that communication. If you listen and try to reason.
In your perspective, what is the formula then for a successful marriage or a successful relationship?
1, respect the one you're with.
Okay.
2, develop the trust. And never let you loose of that trust. Know the person you're with. So when somebody tries to come and start backing out, of what they've heard or what they've seen, and they heard it from somebody else.
Yeah.
You can articulate that and say, that's not my wife. And you could be able to address it and say, baby, I know it's not you, but this is what's being said.
Or perhaps could we talk about it?
Correct.
Yeah.
And then number 2, don't lie to your spouse. Always be honest. My dad always taught me, people may be angry at the beginning when you tell the truth, but it's always worse if you didn't tell the truth and they find out.
Yeah.
Now,
I want you to hold that thought. We've got to take a quick
Okay.
break. We're so into this conversation. I am. Of course, our program today coming to us with the kind compliments of Oats Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions. Of course, it's a body scan. Check them out. They're located at LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupare and opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers are 354-4459, 497-7226. Those numbers again, 354-4459, 497-7226. So, with that, if you may have a concern or you would like to ask Master Eric a question on the program this morning, send me a WhatsApp at 3847142. That's 3847142. I'll read it to him and he'll respond. Stay with us.
The Untold Truth, every Friday at 6 p.m. The journey has just begun with Master Eric. Zelisa. A new kind of podcast getting to the root of hidden knowledge. You can join us on Facebook, Conversations with Zelisa, TT, and YouTube, Master Eric. Your journey has just begun.
Sanctuary for Holistic Health and Wellness. They provide checkups for adults and kids, home visits, personalized health and diet plans, blood tests, and so much more.
Visit them today at number 163 Rochard Douglas Road, Barrackpore. Call and make an appointment today, 720-4635.
Sanctuary for Holistic Health and Wellness, caring for the community.
Welcome to the Antediluvian Nature Center of Life Extension and Health Recovery. Coming from the Garden of Eden, the Antediluvian Nature Center brings to you breakthrough medicines and anti-aging technologies for all ailments and diseases in the body, nutritional therapies, naturopathic treatments, as we create opportunities of hope and celebrate longevity. And remember, the healing is from God.
This is Full 100, an all-natural herbal dietary supplement formulated exclusively for men. Our proprietary blend was designed with one goal in mind: to improve your overall health, rejuvenating your vitality, energy, strength, and libido. Want to be at your peak performance in everything you do? Then get Full 100. Fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Oh my God.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa, coming to us with the kind compliments of Oats Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. They are located LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupare and opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers are 354-4459 and 497-7226. In conversation with Master Eric. Welcome back, Master Eric.
Thank you. So we were going over how important respect, don't lie, be truthful.
And be truthful to yourself, more importantly.
Well, like I always say, any color you try to make a lie, it's still a lie.
Correct.
Some people say it's a good lie. Where did that come from?
A good lie.
Yeah, there's no good lie.
I like that.
Okay.
But it's true, there's no good lie.
No, I mean, it's
a lie is a lie, right?
And then the next thing is, don't control your partner. That's devastating.
Yeah.
Now, if your partner has a dream, they have a desire, you are supposed to, as the spouse, support that. Try to help them. Get them to succeed.
Yeah.
But Zelisa, I'm seeing so much abuse in Trinidad. And it goes all over the world too. I've seen torture.
Yeah.
Zelisa, I mean, I've said it before, I think a year and a half ago. The lady came to see me.
Yeah.
And she got out of this. But when she came to see me, she had a blouse that came down about this high.
Yeah.
And then it came up like almost like a turtleneck.
Yeah.
And so I looked at her and, you know, I could read.
I know.
I said, ma'am, can you just pull up your sleeve? She said, no. I said, please pull up the sleeve. She had cigar and cigarette burns
Yeah.
all over her body.
I remember you talking to us
And
about
if she didn't do what he said, he would burn her, tie her down and burn her.
that. Yeah.
But she finally got out of that.
Thank God.
We helped her get out of that. And then we have some that's never left their home in 41 years. Zelisa, you know, this has to stop. Women are very creative. And there's more abuse now. Why? If you look, it used to be the man used to go out and be the only bread maker.
Right.
And the woman would take over the house.
The children and the home,
But
yes.
now women, over the years, took their education more seriously.
Right.
And they wanted to succeed. Now we have a lot of businesses that's owned and actually operated by women. Big corporate on the Fortune 500 stock market, they're being ran by women. And some of the men are intimidated by that because they're not at that level. And sometimes the women in Trinidad are making more money than the man.
Right.
So now they think there has to be a physical domination or emotional, what they, you know, where they demeanor the person by emotional to make themselves more prominent.
Right.
And I want to let people know this doesn't need to happen. That there are ways to mend this. There are ways to actually get the couple to, I always say, why did you marry the person in the first place? Was there a spark? Did you have that spark in your eye when you saw your spouse at that time? And most of them say yes.
Yeah.
And I'll say, where did it go? Did you let your job get in between? Did you let your routines get in? Did you let your friends infiltrate inside between you and your wife?
Yeah.
What is it? Because when I was invited to functions, and sometimes people will say, this is only a man's function. I'll say, so that means I can't bring my wife? And they'll say, no, it's a man's thing. I'll say, then I can't come. If my wife cannot come with me, then I don't need to be there.
Okay.
I stand up.
Yeah.
Because how would you feel if it was done to you?
No, but isn't it okay if you have your space and time, perhaps with your friends on your own?
No, that's
isn't
okay.
Yeah, you follow what I'm saying? I think it's healthy. This is my
No,
perspective.
there's times you
Yeah,
need your own
it's
time.
healthy, yeah. That you have your little space and your time with what you like to do, and
But the life that I've chose for myself to help people and try to be spiritual, like I said, I'm not perfect, but I tried to do the right things. And I always keep myself out of situations that may become negative.
influence you, and I
Correct.
love that. So you've made
And
the right.
so what
yeah.
I do, I make the decision and say, I want to make the choice of being with positive people. I want to do positive things.
Yeah.
A lot of times when you're in that environment, doesn't mean it's always going to be proper. And I don't want to put
Correct.
myself
You could be
into that.
influencing and very good point. You're very correct.
You know, and so supporting your individual. Now here's a big one, Zelisa. And I hope people don't, I want you to listen in your cars, but you're going to say, what is he saying? Don't wreck. The other big problem between relationships is sex.
Okay.
Now, let me give you an example. If someone between the two, let's say they're not satisfied, but do you know over 80% of couples, if they're not satisfied, they don't tell the other one? They don't discuss it. And this also leads to the path of either side to maybe look elsewhere.
Look for that
And
out of the marriage.
correct.
Okay.
And the reason they don't tell their partner, they're afraid that they might hurt their feelings.
But then they hurt the relationship, or they hurt themselves by not being able to express
Correct.
yourself. Yeah.
So when I'm coming into this mini a lot,
Yeah.
so I have them talk
Right.
and try to work it out. And my dad always told me, I always bring up my dad. He said, son, before you get married, he said, you need to learn one thing. I said, what's that? He said, you have to live your life like the letter Z.
Uh-huh.
And I said, what do you mean?
Explain that.
He said, a woman always gets to know you. They want to know everything about you. But if you start doing the same thing over and over, life gets boring. So he said, you start this way, and as you're moving and they think they know you, change it up, spice it up, do things spontaneous.
You know, I'll tell you this. I remember working with someone for many years, and this guy, he's passed on now, unfortunately, but we were really very close. We worked together for many years, and he was a very nice person, but he had a weakness for women, so he was quite unfaithful to his wife.
Right.
And I remember, because of the relationship we had, which we could talk to each other and respect each other, I said to him one day, why are you doing this? Your wife is educated, she's beautiful. She is your wife, you chose her. Why are you doing this? Why do you do it? And he said to me, Z, can you eat curry every day? That's what he said to me.
Yeah, you know, what they want is
And
a buffet.
I said to each its own, if that's what you choose, but learn to respect your wife, you know?
You know, I always believe that if you're going to treat the one you're with that way, whether it's the male or female, why did you even get married in the first place?
Yeah.
And then what example is that for your children? Now your children, if you have a son, he may see this and know what's going on, and then he'll think he could do it to his wife.
Oh yeah, history repeats itself.
You
It
know,
does.
and this is where, as parents, we need to set the example for our children. Because every minute of the day, they are soaking up information.
You're very correct.
And they're listening to what we say, what we do, how we respond to things. And it's very important to know what to do and what not to do, especially in front of your children.
I agree. They're like little sponges.
Right. And spend quality time as a family unit.
Yeah.
That is not happening, Zelisa.
It's not.
And years ago, and yes, I did play carnival.
You did?
In the 90s.
You did?
I did everything.
What was the experience like?
Overwhelming.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't used to it, but I did juvie, I did everything.
Well, I know
Right,
you
one
played
time.
Santa very well.
So, so I had to have that experience,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But when I was doing that experience, I saw parents having to bring their children. And then I heard him say, You know, you're holding me back. I wish I didn't even have you so I could do carnival. How could you say something like that to your child?
Yeah.
You know,
that's quite hurtful. I
no,
mean,
you know, and this,
oh, sure.
it shouldn't be.
Yeah. We've got to take a quick break. Our program coming to us with the kind compliments of Oates. That, of course, is Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. And remember, they are located at LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupare, opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers are 354-4459 and 497-7226. Again, 354-4459 and 497-7226. Let's go to these messages.
The Untold Truth, every Friday at 6 p.m. The journey has just begun with Master Eric. Zelisa. A new kind of podcast getting to the root of hidden knowledge. You can join us on Facebook, Conversations with Zelisa, TT, and YouTube, Master Eric. Your journey has just begun.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Hoover Car Park, Hoover, 98 Endeavour Road, Chagonas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket.
Wally's Wheel Alignment Center. We specialize in suspension work, alignment, balancing, tow, camber, and much, much more. Located Guayco, Tamana Road, Guayco. Telephone 701-2200.
Agni Puja and Gift Shop, home to an extensive array of fine jewelry, books, authentic saris and all your puja needs. Telephone 669-5058, located at Caroni North Bank Road, St. Helena.
The Sri Dattatreya Yoga Center invites you to join with them on Tuesday, February 21st for Hanuman Day of Prayer. Sri Hanuman Chalisa chanting will be conducted by various leading pundits and artists from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This will be followed by 108 Sri Hanuman Pujas with officiating Pandit Sunil Sitahal Maharaj from 4 to 6 p.m. You're invited to call and pledge a Sri Hanuman Chalisa. You can also pre-register to be one of 108 persons to participate in Sri Hanuman Puja at the feet of the magnificent 85-foot Karya Siddhi Hanuman Murthy. The evening culminates with a special bhajan presentation by Nibal Chetlal and friends from 6 to 7 p.m. To pledge a Sri Hanuman Chalisa or to register for Hanumanji Puja, call 362-9505, 312-8953 or 794-0056. Come join hundreds of devotees for this monumental event. All proceeds go toward Hanuman Murthy restoration. The Hanuman Day of Prayer, Tuesday, February 21st at the Sri Dattatreya Yoga Center, home of the 85-foot Hanuman Murthy. This from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Jai Guru Datta.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa, in conversation with Master Eric. And, you know, just reminding your program coming to us with the kind compliments of oats. That is Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. So you could go, it's a win-win because you could get your scan, a health scan, and as well have a spiritual reading by Master Eric. LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupere and opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers are 354-4459 and 497-7226. Master Eric, welcome back.
So, I want to just let everybody know, try to do your best when it comes to your spouse. Respect your spouse. Understand them. And if something you don't like what you see, talk with them, not at them. There's a difference.
That's so true, huh?
No, you talk with your spouse and come to an understanding and a correction that could be made. In a marriage or a relationship, there has to be compromise.
Yeah.
There has to stand, or when they're doing the readings, by all means, you stand up and you ask your questions, because that's how you're going to learn. And if they don't want to answer the questions, then give us a call, 354-4459. Because understanding and information is the knowledge to get to where you need to be spiritually, whether it's Christian, Muslim, Hindu, or whatever belief. Also understand, you know why women love Lord Shiva?
Why they love Lord Shiva?
One, by the pictures and everything, he's so handsome. But he also represents the perfect role model that a husband should be.
Okay.
And how he's understanding. He hardly ever loses his temper.
Okay.
And another thing that I admire, he represents simplicity. And that's what we forgot as humans. And one of these days we'll get into the story of the yogi, and when he woke up from meditation, he saw a hole in his little sheet, the clothing he has, and he knew it was a mouse. And he said he can't have that. He don't own anything. So he said he's going to have to get a cat. So he got the cat so the cat could get the mouse. But then when he tries to meditate, the cat meowing because it's hungry. So now the yogi said, oh my gosh, now I got to get a cow to get the milk. And then when he got the cow to get the milk, to feed the cat, to get the mouse, who's going to milk the cow? So he got married. And he had children. Now, they milked the cow. But now the cow had to be fed. The moral of the story is, we make our lives difficult from the decisions we make in life. And some of the decisions we have, do we really need it? Or was it a want? And you want a TV, so it's advertised, only pay $20 a week. But it starts adding up.
I couldn't agree with you more.
And we need to live within our own confines and love life more simple. Because the more complicated we make it, the more stress we have.
Very true.
But everybody, I want you to have a safe weekend. I want you to have your fun, but hopefully in a good way and a responsible way. Have a designated driver if you're going to be drinking. And respect others.
Yeah.
That's the key.
And respect yourself, because after carnival, life resumes to normal. And you know, don't drink and drive. Don't consume alcohol that you're not aware of what you're doing. What is that?
You know, and some people, Zelisa, they make it an excuse that this is the 2 days where you just let go. Anything goes.
Yeah.
And that doesn't fly.
No.
Have your fun.
Yeah.
have clean fun, enjoy yourself, but don't forget the true originality of Carnival.
Yeah.
We've lost it.
We've lost it.
And
Carnival is no longer, we were talking off air.
Correct.
I mean, up to 20 years ago, Carnival is no longer nowhere near there. I think the true essence of what Carnival is has been lost.
And respect you when you have to go to the bathroom. Respect the people. Don't be doing it right in front of people's homes. You know, on the side, I've had many people complain this week that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, have respect, because they don't want to be seeing this, everybody coming by for 2 days.
Yeah.
You know,
it's not right.
And have respect for yourself.
Have respect for yourself. Have respect for yourself. Have respect for your loved ones. Do things in moderation. Nobody's not saying do go have a good time. You're entitled to, and if you choose to, that's fine. We respect that. But do things with some sort of, you know, discretion and accountability. Yeah?
But Zelisa, you know, hopefully you can come by tomorrow for a little while.
Mel and I will be there. Certainly. We're going to come and spend a little time with you.
Yeah, and you're going to see it done the ancient way.
Looking forward to that experience.
Correct. You know, but again, people, oh, one more quick thing.
Please.
When you cook parasad or sweet rice, try not to take a smell of it.
When you cook your parasad or your sweet rice,
No one is supposed to be talking when you cook that sweet rice and parasad. Number two, there's a prayers you say with a lota, with water and flour and everything you do before you cook your sweet rice and parasad. And if you know how people walk in and go, oh boy, that smells good.
the aroma, you can't help, but it's all
No,
in the
I mean
house.
sticking your nose up to the pot. You
Don't
just took a
allow.
bite out of it. Because that's how they receive it through Lord Agni. The aroma.
Interesting.
So try not to do that. And don't speak. You're not supposed to speak in the kitchen when you make the sweet rice and parasad.
You need to have peace and calm.
You have to be concentrate.
Okay.
Okay, because too many cooks in the kitchen ends up in a disaster. And that happened one year. And I don't know if I have enough time. I got 2 minutes.
We have 2 minutes, Master.
I went to prayers with a pundit
Yeah.
in Central. And after we were done, they dished out the sweet rice and parasad.
Yeah.
Pundit took a bite of the sweet rice and goes, "Bleh!" And it fell out on the plate. I said, Pundit, what's wrong? He goes, this is the worst sweet rice he ever had. I said, it can't be that bad. Do you know the women were in a hurry and they were talking when they made the sweet rice. One mistakenly, instead of sugar,
Oh no.
put salt.
No.
So what I'm trying to
You're
say,
making some things that's so sacred and you're not paying
Correct.
attention. No, man. That's
but
not nice.
by the rules, you're not supposed
Yeah.
to talk.
Master Eric, again, our sincere thanks. Of course, no podcast because you're having
Correct.
your Hawan tonight.
Correct.
All in essence of the big Mahashivaratri you're celebrating tomorrow. Choicest blessings to you and
thank
your
you.
beautiful wife and your hardworking staff. And we look forward to you joining us next week again.
I'll be here.
Great. And of course, to today our program came to us with the kind compliments of Oates Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. They are located LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupere, opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Here's reminding you that with God, all things are possible. I am Zelisa Buddha Singh Rupani. Thank you so much for choosing us.